occupational therapist. I've been with Arbonne for 6 years. It's been absolutely fantastic. I love it. And we'll kind of weave our stories in and throughout tonight. You're going to hear a little bit about what really got us so excited about this company. And, you know, prior to Arbonne as an occupational therapist, I loved what I did. I loved it. I loved working in healthcare. I worked in outpatient rehab. I was a certified hand therapist and really loved it. Very rewarding to work with people that wanted to get well. If you break your fingers, your wrist, and thumb, you definitely want to get well. So I worked with a great group of patients. It was wonderful. But then I was introduced to Arbonne, and I just really loved the whole concept of pure, safe, and beneficial products. And you're going to get kind of a catalog tour tonight. I hope for those of you that are brand new and guests, hopefully you have a catalog to look through. If not, we'll kind of turn it around so you can see it, and we'll definitely give you a good explanation of things as we go through it tonight. But I love that our products really work synergistically together and really all fit squarely within the health and wellness market. And it's really about health and beauty and well-being, really from the inside out. It's not just lotions and potions on the outside. It's really about nutrition and health from the inside. And we know, I'm sure every one of you knows, that how you appear and how you look on the outside, and even the glow to your skin, has so much to do with your inner health. So I've just learned so much about that, just being in this company and really understanding the importance of health in general. So we're just really excited to share that with you tonight and really give you a nice sampling of things to try to really help. And what I really see Arbonne as is it really helps to work to help you meet your goals with health and wellness, your health and wellness goals, and really achieve the goals that you want for healthy living. But tonight we also have Regional Vice President Sarah Nolet and Executive Regional Vice President Molly Croker that are going to help out with the presentation tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to Sarah.
Hello. So to give a brief, background introduction to myself, I live in Blair, Nebraska also, and when I heard about Arbonne for the first time, just a little over 3 years ago, I was working full-time as a women's health nurse practitioner, so also in healthcare, a little passion for healthcare there. I saw women all day long who told me they were sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I could relate to that. I absolutely loved my job. I'm married to my best friend. We have 3 teenage children. And I was also teaching a night a week at my church. You know, I was sitting around twiddling my thumbs with a whole bunch of time on my hands. I was thinking, gosh, what can I do with that spare 15 minutes? I didn't know what Arbonne was. I always say I was somewhere between arrogant and ignorant. I didn't know what it was. I was sure I didn't want anything to do with it. It was purely doing a good friend a favor that I sat down to hear more. And because my preconceived notion was that Arbonne was skincare and makeup. Those are certainly products that I use. I do bathe. So do my friends, and I do put on makeup, so do my female friends. But I really became passionate about what I consider the back half of the catalog, and so it's just such a privilege to share some information with you all today. I think something that's so important and near to dear all of our hearts, and I'm going to share some statistics with you that I think might make it near and dear to your heart too. With that, I'll turn it over to Molly.
Oh. I want to say ditto. I am Executive Regional Vice President Molly Croker. I am from Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm a little scared because, yes, I'm also in healthcare. I'm an outpatient sports medicine physical therapist. And the reason I fell in love with Arbonne is not because somebody dumped some products in my hands and left them, because I would have stayed right there in the car. Like Sarah, I did bathe, sometimes occasionally. Sometimes my patients didn't quite believe it, but I was very, very passionate about health and wellness. I always have been. Hard to imagine a child who grew up on fast food, but I had a mom that ran marathons. And so I was very, very passionate about just healthy living, healthy being. And like Sarah, I fell in love with the back half of our catalog. So I promise you, if I only had the skincare, again, that was just dropped off on my doorstep, it would have stayed there. But because somebody, Steph McKee, took the time to explain to my sister and I, let me just show you what Arbonne is and what it isn't. I also thought, sure, she keeps all those things in her garage and peddles them to her friends and neighbors. I love that she showed me all about Arbonne, and I thought, these are things I already use. These are things I buy them anyway, so instead of running to 16 different places, I can just redirect what I already spend and shop from my own store. That's pretty brilliant, and if I share it with my friends, I can actually earn an income. And so that's definitely what led me here as well. So it's been a great ride. This is truly, truly, truly my love is right here, what we get to share tonight. So I hope you enjoy it as well.
All right, with that, we're going to just dive right in here. So we've kind of introduced ourselves, and my sister teaches at the collegiate level. She tells me that a good teacher, because I'm not a teacher, she said a good teacher will tell you what we're going to do it, and then recap what we've done. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to really educate you tonight. Hopefully you'll walk away with some good information about healthy living. And I think healthy living is so much more than just nutrition. Healthy living is so much more than whether you choose to exercise or not. Healthy living has to do with your lifestyle. And so you may not have walked in this door and thought, I think this meeting tonight is going to help address my lifestyle and help me to have a better lifestyle. But I want you to really watch what we're doing up here, because maybe not for you, but maybe for someone you know, they're hoping that someone could grow their lifeline. And so maybe this is it. We're going to teach you about products that make you feel better and make you look better. And then we're going to share with you about this opportunity, those three things. Now, for those of you that have a catalog, go ahead and raise your hand and say, I solemnly swear.
Swear.
I will not turn ahead pages in the catalog.
No.
There's been this vicious report, you will gain 15 pounds in your chair. I will tell you as well, kind of as, oh sorry, I said to turn the page, open the catalog, and then I stopped. I'm not a very good teacher. Turn to page 7 in your catalog. No, I All right, and before we go into that, for those of you that are kind of watching what we're doing, and if you're thinking, not on my life, I wouldn't stand up in front of a group of people and talk. I mean, you could focus sharp stick in my eye several times before I would find myself in a situation like that. Please know that really should appeal to me in this particular sharing. And also, I'm going to say, if you're thinking of someone, because sometimes when I'm learning information, my head starts spinning of people that I'd like to share this with, please know we do not need to invite them to be in front of us in person. We could be sharing this information over the phone. And so it could be anyone that lives anywhere in the United States. It could be someone that lives in Canada, Australia, or the United Kingdom. And we could still be having a simple conversation because of technology. We probably all have cell phones. And then we can show folks how to shop off the internet. But part of that, what very much appealed to me in the beginning, because I just didn't have an hour chunk of time, was the opportunity to have a conversation and let someone take product home and try it in the privacy of their home for a couple of days. And we can do that with our health and wellness products too, and what we kind of passionately refer to as our fit kits. So if that sounds a little more appealing, you're passionate about the information, you're intrigued by what we do, wouldn't stand in front of a group to save your life, just know you don't have to. So what makes Arbonne different? Yeah, come on in, sweetie. So what makes, I don't call everyone sweetie, this is my daughter. Just want to make that clear. So if you look on page 7, because as we're talking about information, you might be using these products already. Some of the things that we're going to talk about, maybe you're using a protein shake, maybe you're using a fiber, maybe you're taking vitamins or supplements. You might want to know why we're recommending this particular product. And what definitely appealed to me was to find out that Arbonne was a 30-year-old company. Here's a company that actually came to the United States in 1980. I found that relatively surprising. And I don't know about you guys in 1980, but pure, safe, beneficial was not the buzz phrase that rolled off my lips. Now, today, as consumers, we're smart, we're wise, we're information seekers, and we turn over packaging and we look at the back. And we're going to talk about that. So on this particular page 7, you can see that Arbonne products are pure. They're free from harmful ingredients. Isn't that nice to know? What do you want to share about that? Jump in about that Consumer Reports article.
Yes, and I left home without the July Consumer Reports, but if you can get your hands on a copy of it, there's an article in there, and when I went to Borders, they already have August. I'm like, darn, because I left my house without it. But in that Consumer Reports, they did a study